Hello! I hope you can see me because I can't look behind the camera and in front of the camera at the same time. But yes, it's me, Catweazle. Welcome to the channel and welcome to this, a brief actual update about the channel itself. As you can see, just to put everybody's mind at rest, I'm setting up for the next part of the Dunwich Legacy campaign, the Arkham LCG, where doom awaits. So we're setting all that up here, and I hope that will reassure you that there is more content on the way at last. Now, where have I been for 2 months, more than 2 months? Well, I started a new job, and it's shift work. So I do 4 12-hour shifts now, and that's 2 day shifts, then 2 night shifts. Then you have 4 shifts off, which is basically the next 4 days. Now, that means that I haven't been able to do any videos. The reason being that after a 12-hour shift, whether it's days or nights, I don't particularly feel like spending another 4 hours actually doing an episode. Now, I do have the 4 days where I don't have a shift, but generally the first day of that is after my last night shift, and I pretty much spend that in bed, I'm afraid, catching up on some sleep. So that's out of the question. And the 3 remaining days, well, I still have other odd jobs and things that I can't do while I'm on my shifts. Because they are 12 hours long, it generally means that when I come off shift, well, you know, I've got a couple of hours to do things, which precludes actually doing any of this sort of stuff because it takes a long time. The actual playing the game itself is the shortest part of the time, then there's all the editing and all that sort of business. When I get off a 12-hour shift, I wouldn't be doing you any favours in trying to play a game, particularly a game like Arkham Horror LCG, because my brain would be shot. So that just leaves these 4 days, like when I'm not on shift. As I say, one of those days is completely out the window because I'm catching up on sleep and stuff. Then the other 3 days, I tend to be catching up on stuff that I could do it when I was on 8 hours, you know, office work, but I can't do it now. So I have to generally use a couple of days catching up on, you know, real life stuff. Then that leaves me a day, and I've pretty much got a day to be able to do this. But over the last few weeks, well, you know, I was getting into the job and everything, and yeah, I was just too knackered and I didn't feel like doing it, is the bottom line. But I feel like getting back into it now. However, it does mean that you're still not going to get as much content as you used to get. I just do not have the time. I'll try my best. I'm going to do this, and hopefully if I can remember the rules. It's been 2 months, and 2 months where I haven't done any board gaming whatsoever. As I say, I haven't had the time. I've done a bit of video gaming, but that's easy. You know, you just switch it on and I can do, you know, an hour of that. But actually doing a video for the channel, that takes a lot more time, as I've said. So hopefully we will crack on with Where Doom Awaits. I'll go through the normal introductory episode, hopefully tomorrow or the day after, before I go back on my shift pattern. So expect something in the next couple of days, but I thought I'd sort of stick my head in and crick my neck by leaning over my board in my... I do all this in the spare room, so it is a bit cramped. So this is the best you're going to get, I'm afraid, as regards my face on a actual channel update. You'll just have to put up with my hands normally. So I think that's it. As you can see, this is all pretty much set up for Where Doom Awaits. I'll go through the normal introductory episode. With any luck, I might even get the first turn in. We'll see. So I hope you're looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to it. It's really at the crux now. We've got 2 scenarios left, Where Doom Awaits and the final one, if we get to the final one, because these last 2 are pretty tough. This one's pretty tough. I know I say that all the time, but we will not have the option of resigning in this one. You know, running away, like I've done previously, you pretty much have to finish it, because resigning don't do you no good. So, yeah. Anyway, we'll get on with that when it comes to it. As regards the content and stuff, you know, it's just the way it is. Don't get me wrong, I really like the new job. I like it a lot better than my old job. I like the people better. And I've now got used to the hours, I don't even mind them. But It's just one of those things whereby I just don't have as much time anymore. Which brings me to one other thing. We used to do the play-by videos. Now, I thoroughly enjoyed those. Remember the Eldritch, where people used to, you know, chip in and run their own characters and stuff? Unfortunately, I will not be able to do that anymore. That was time-consuming even when I was on my previous hours of work. It's completely out of the window now, I'm afraid. So apologies to all those people who were in the queue, particularly Blake. I know Blake was chomping at the bit to actually be involved in one of those. Who knows, in the future, you know, I may have some spare time. I may get another job, you never know. I may get a job, I may stay at the same place, just get a role with less hours, I don't know. But as it stands, I won't be able to do that anymore, so I do apologise for that. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this short update. It's going to have to be very short. As you know, I don't have much time. So I'll get on with sorting this out and doing some other things. Hope you don't mind about the change in what's going to happen in the channel. But it's just the way it is, I'm afraid. But yeah, I think we'll be able to get back into it, and keep your eyes out. Hopefully I'll be able to do about a video a week. We'll see how we go on. Perhaps if I'm feeling particularly up to it on a particular day, I might do a couple of videos, you never know. Okay, anyway, this is me, Catweazle, signing off. Toodaloo.